there was a devotee named Deepak. He came from America when about the time Prabhupada first came to Australia in 1971 and installed the Radha Gopinath deities in Sydney. And Deepak had some association with the Pujari in LA, and so he was training the devotees up in Australia how to do the deity worship, you know. But in those days, everybody, the more, let's say the more senior devotee, may be someone who joined, you know, 6 months or 12 months before you, you know. But this Deepak was a more senior devotee, but he always wanted to share any association extra we could have with Prabhupada. So one day he said to me, he gave me a little bowl with some sandalwood paste and a flower in it. He said, go up into Prabhupada's room and offer the sandalwood paste to Prabhupada's forehead. So this was I guess my first intimate association with the Prabhupada by myself. And I went up and knocked on the door. Prabhupada said, come in. And my first dilemma was that I've got the sandalwood paste and the flower, and do I pay my obeisances or do I not? Or will I spill the sandalwood paste? I think I decided I better not spill the sandalwood paste, and I humbly went before Prabhupada and said, I've got some sandalwood paste for you, Prabhupada. And he took the flower of the sandalwood paste, and he had a cut on his little finger, and he put some sandalwood paste on this cut. This cut was giving him some pain. So he put the sandalwood paste on the cut, and I put it on his forehead. And it later came that that Prabhupada was experiencing some pain due to all the devotees not following his instructions properly, because the spiritual master, by his unlimited mercy, when you get initiated, he agrees to take on your karma. So, because of Prabhupada's strong, pure devotion, he was able to burn up the karma, but sometimes he would get some pain. So he said this pain was caused by his disciples not following the principles properly. So after that time, he made a rule that anyone who cooks for the deity has to be a Brahmin initiated. Before that time, I was initiated. Well, one of my main service was deity worship. I was not good at selling things, so I was good at cooking. So I used to cook for the deities, but after that time, he said only a second initiation allowed to cook for the deities, and I think his secretary sent that letter all over the world to make that rule. And at that time I remember there was a couple of Prabhupada installed small brass Radha Krishna deities, and there was two devotees who got first and second initiation. There was Sukla and Ganesh got first and second initiation at the same time, because they were going to stay in Melbourne and look after the worship of the Radha Krishna deities. So I went up to Sydney and I got a second initiation in the Sydney temple.